do you think about the defensive side of the ball? Dennis Allen. What do you think about that hire?
Dennis Allen.
A+ hire, no?
Yes.
Oh, A+. We got Eberflus, but we really got Eberflus. But now he's just the defensive coordinator. Like, if folks would have said, hey, y'all can keep Eberflus, but he's just going to be the D coordinator, we would have been like, okay, we like that.
Not me. That nigga be getting out schemed.
See, the thing,
Getting out schemed.
Eberflus was with those soft coverages in most important moments. But the good thing about Dennis Allen, he's aggressive. He's gonna be blitzing.
I like his blitz
He's gonna be
packages
blitzing
way more than. I mean, Eberflus was a sitting zone and let you
bend don't break
dink
type
and dunk
shit.
up and down the field and bend don't break in the red zone.
We had a really good red zone defense these last few years.
Phenomenal.
The run did get shaky,
apart.
right?
Billings, got hurt.
Teams start running against us, right? But I will say this. Here's what I do like about Dennis Allen. Former head coach.
Yep.
And he'll be a good sounding board for Ben Johnson. You're not a first-time DC, right? Actually, this job should be easier for you than what you just came from, right? You've been a head coach twice. Yep. You've been one of the best DCs in the league for going back a decade, right?
Top 10 defense every year, damn near.
So this job should be easy for you, and I'm really giving you the freedom to go ahead and do your thing. And we paid you right. We paid you aggressively. This is your squad. Go do what you do.
It's got a lot of talent to work with, too. I think Montez Sweat could have a big bounce-back year with Dennis Allen. The blitzes, Kyler Gordon
He's
blitzing
more of
a lot.
1B. We need a 1A.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
we do need a dog.
You know who?
And then also, too, Micah, another thing with Dennis Allen. Sean Payton guy. Yes. It's a trend going on. That Ben Johnson is grabbing a lot of Sean Payton guys.
Sean Payton has laid out the blueprint. I mean, you saw what he did with Bo Nix this year. They were successful, went to the playoffs. So Sean Payton's a good coach to follow trends from, you know? But yeah, Dennis Allen failed as a head coach. He's not going nowhere. You know, if this thing works, he could stay in Chicago as a DC for a while.
Spagnola.
Yeah. Spags is different, but Dennis Allen.
Spags is cooking them bitches up. Cooking them blitzes all the way up. It helps to have Chris Jones. But,
and Dennis Allen, Tom Brady stopper. When the Bucs would play the Saints, he always had an answer.
I was thinking that when you guys brought him up. I do want to go back to JT Barrett because I remember vividly those Ohio State-Michigan battles and that 4th and short that they ran QB power on, and it was just controversial, but they said he got the first down. And just as a kid watching that, now seeing him as our quarterback's coach, definitely is exactly who you want.
It's cool, yeah.
At that position,
you can relate to Caleb, but at a different level. You know, both quarterbacks, had success in college, and he was going to be able to relate to Caleb really well. Excited about that.
Young dude too, 30 years old.
It's crazy,
right?
Back to on the flip side of that, defensively, we just hired Al Harris. And this is a defensive back that had a lot of success in the NFL. Yes. Corner for the Packers, 2020 to 2023. Working with Trevon Diggs, working with Deron Bland. Trevon Diggs in 2021 had 11 interceptions.
He was taking that bitch to the crib, too.
Getting turnover machines over in Dallas. And Deron Bland had 9 interceptions his second season, 5 his rookie season. So imagine him having, Tyreek Stevenson, Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, the secondary he has to work with. In Chicago, I think that we're gonna have a lot of success getting turnovers and interceptions. So I'm really excited about that. Before he even got hired, when he was in talks to get hired, Tyreek Stevenson went to something. He suggested him to, some program or something. He's already. I think he could have a really
some
good
mental health shit or
no. It was like training. It was like training. It was a specific off-season trainer that he wanted him to work with, and this off-season trainer I think has worked with like. CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, some other all-pros, and was like, yeah, you got to work with this guy, like him specifically, right?
Yeah. So, and that's encouraging because we know Tyreek Stevenson sometimes could be a knucklehead, right? But the talent is there. He's a talented. He could be a really good corner in the league.
He's perfect to get Jameson Williams out of his bean, though.
Yeah.
He's perfect. Can that nigga fall for that shit every time?
Every game.
Crash out battle. 2 OG crash outs. So, yeah. I'm excited about
I like his edge, but it's hard. You gotta, it's a fine line. You can't get over it, though, because then it looks crazy.
100%. So I think he'll have a really positive impact on Tyreek Stevenson and help him get where he needs to be. Jalen Johnson, all-pro corner. We'll have the best secondary in the NFL for sure. We could debate it. Dennis Allen, the aggressiveness with his blitzes. If we get one more pass rusher, this secondary for real is going to be legit with the staff we got in place now.
Yeah, I feel
good. John Gruden called them the young Legion of Boom.
Brisker, when he's healthy, Brisker's a monster.
When Brisker is
he's
healthy,
an all-pro safety.
Yeah. Man, and then you got Kevin Byard,
great addition,
veteran presence. In my opinion,
last year though.
In my opinion, though, the guy who I like the most in our secondary is Kyler Gordon.
He's like probably the best player in our defense.
He's probably the sexiest player. Pause, but
I'm sure you could have reworded that.
He's the sexy pick, just because he's everywhere on the field and he makes some plays, but. Jalen Johnson is first team All-Pro.
He does his job really well. But when I'm watching the games as somebody who is making plays everywhere.
You're right.
Blitzing, he's getting deflections, coming up, making tackles. Like, this guy is everywhere.
But how many niggas can shut down?
I mean, but think about it, though. Ben Johnson, when Ben Johnson was talking about the defense, the first dude he named was Kyler Gordon. He was like, before anybody
he's a
else.
Special talent because he's fantastic in the pass, in the run,
he has a different sense
in the blitz.
Of athleticism, too.
He's got a great feel for the ball.
Yeah.
He's perfect in pass coverage, too. Like, if he's in the flat and nobody's there and he's reading the quarterback's eyes, he's going to drop back and try to pick the ball. So
he be smacking shit, too.
He's hyper intelligent and a great
Y'all
player.
Crazy, bro.
What you say?
He be smacking shit, too. I was
you can't say that about a nigga that had that big-ass coat on in London. Walking spicy as hell into the game.
Jay calling him sexy. You say he's smacking shit. Yeah, I got to chill.
Watch out for bro.
Right. Clip this and put that catwalk he had going into that London game.
Oh,
that
he
big
was
ass,
crazy.
that big ass fur
I couldn't
on.
believe I couldn't believe he was walking like that, bro.
Bro, he was on a runway. I swear to God.
If he could have seen the film live, like if it was a camera, if he could have watched himself while he was walking and looking like that, I think he would have shaped it. I think he would have shaped up.
Nah, I think he was really feeling that shit.
I think he was really feeling it, but I don't think he realized what he was actually looking like. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that nigga had the pouty lips and everything.
Yeah, he was.
He was walking like a model for real. Nose ring. That nigga was on fleek.
It's crazy. It is.
But Jalen Johnson, you shut down Justin Jefferson. I mean,
yes, multiple times. He had some good battles with Devontae too back in the day.
Nah, we ain't gonna sit here and say he shut him down. I don't think that's a one-man job. I think it's a scheme that has to.
We have the manpower.
Yeah, I'm sure he had help over the top, but shit, that's 16 games outside the season where niggas is prioritizing Jefferson. He's always double covered. So that hasn't stopped him in the past from performing. So the fact that he shadowed him 2 games out the year, I think that's a perfect matchup. And I'm excited.
Justin Jefferson, regardless, he's going to get his. But in that matchup, when they are matched up against each other, he has success.
But I would want him to get an extension done with, Keenan Allen. I would want him to stay with the Chicago Bears for maybe 2 or 3 more years because he's coming off his best season last year with the Chargers.